Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 41 of Cute Little Love Letters, and this one is titled Royal Purple. I'm not very good at this, Denki admitted sheepishly, and because he was trying so hard to perfect his handstand, it made you and Olyx chuckle all over again. Denki, I think you can stand the right way up, you said to him, still giggling. Olyx is being silly. Olyx then flipped around and dropped to the floor and grinned at Denki as they remained crouched in front of him. He stopped trying to do a handstand and then turned and sat down cross-legged in front of Olyx. Hey, he greeted brightly as he put his hand out to shake Olyx's. Nice to meet you. I like this one, Olyx said, shaking Denki's hand while looking over their shoulder at you. I do too, you giggled shyly. Denki grinned at you and then at Olyx. So, you and Yin work together? Denki asked brightly. Yin and I are together, Olyx said, and you quickly cut in. Work together, not together, you corrected quickly. Oh, Olyx pouted. But we are together. Work together, you corrected. Denki said. I might need to do a duel for scissors, paper, rock with you for Yin, he joked. You're on, Olyx said excitedly, still in the crouched squat in front of Denki. Wait, no, hang on, you said fearfully. Don't accept, Denki. Don't worry, I got it, Denki said with a wink at you, and you wanted to feel safe with that promise, but this was Olyx he was up against, and your cheeky little friend knew how to throw the odds. Okay, Olyx said with a glint in their eye. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Denki threw his hand out at the same time that a rose from across the aisle threw one of its long tendrils at him, shaped like a fist. At first you thought he hadn't been phased because he didn't react, but that was because it was taking him a second to work out what was going on, and then he jumped violently, going from sitting cross-legged to standing in a millisecond. Olyx burst out laughing at Denki's reaction and rolled backwards on the floor, thoroughly tickled that they managed to surprise him like that. Oh, wait, it's your quirk, right? Denki asked once he had pieced together that the plant did actually move, and it was via quirk, and that it hadn't moved on its own autonomy. What do you mean? Olyx joked. The bros just wanted to play too. Ah, Denki said with a grin. Well then, I'll verse it. What do you say, rose plant thing? You want to verse me in rock, paper, scissors? The rose nodded its head and Denki grinned and then made a fist. Rock, paper, scissors, he called, now facing the rose. Shoot! He shot his hand out and made a paper shape, as did the rose tendril, sticking it out straight. Tie! He called with delight. Again! 3 more times he versed the rose plant, and all 3 times it was a tie. Well, I guess I'll keep what's mine, he said as he stepped over to you and wrapped an arm around your shoulders. Olyx appeared to be very amused and chuckled away. Well, Olyx, we better keep going. I wanted to introduce you to Denki, but I wanted to take him some other places too, you said, stepping towards the door. Aw, Olyx pouted with fists on hip. But we were having so much fun. I know, you said with a smile. Don't worry, we'll all see each other again soon. It was good to meet you, Olyx. And your cool quirk, Denki said with a grin, but then he must have thought of something and turned to the door. Wait there a sec. I want to get something, he said quickly, and then disappeared into the shop. You almost went to follow him, but then realised this was the perfect opportunity to apologise to Olyx, and so turned around quickly. Hey, you said as you turned around to face Olyx after Denki had walked on ahead. I just wanted to apologise for before, about when I said a certain name and it upset you. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say it so casually. That was my mistake. Are we okay? Olyx grinned. Well, with bringing Denki around, I've forgiven all. I like the guy, they said with a wink. Be careful. I might just take him from you if you let your guard down. You giggled and cocked your head to the side. You just like anyone who's happy, don't you? You asked. You figured it out, Olyx said with a little spin on their toes as they did a pirouette and then pointed at you. You smiled. You deserve the happiest person, you said before turning to head back into the shop to follow after Denki. Bye, Olyx. I'll see you again soon. I'll be waiting, they called with a little wave before heading back down the back of the greenhouse. You smiled to yourself as your eyes scanned the stall for Denki and saw him buying a lovely bouquet of red roses, and your face flushed. Thank you, he said to Mr. Sadatori as he took the flowers and then turned to you. Here, these are for you, since I want to keep you by my side. This was so sweet of him, and you stepped forward shyly and took the bouquet from his outstretched hand, tucking your little crocheted animal under your arm. Thank you, Denki. This is really lovely, you said as you bent your head down a little to inhale their beautiful aroma. And I forgot to tell you that my dad supplies Mr. Sanatori. These are his roses. Oh, Denki said with surprise. It's come full circle then, he added with a smile. You gave him another small, shy smile, and then said goodbye to Mr. Sanatori, and you both left the stall and stepped back out into the busy walkway. There were far more people out and about now, and you had to stick close to Denki so as not to get separated. That Olyx is a cool person, Denki mused. Cheeky. Oh, very much so, you giggled. Olyx gives Mr. Sanatori such a hard time. The poor man thinks his plants are possessed. Wait, has Olyx not told him about their quirk? Denki asked with surprise. No, they haven't said anything, you said with a small apologetic chuckle. And they won't either because it's too much fun to tease him, the poor man, you said again with another chuckle and a shake of your head. Well, I can see both sides, Denki chuckled. It would be fun to tease with that kind of quirk, but also, I think I'd be really freaked out if I didn't know it was a quirk. Yes, I don't know why Mr. Sanatori hasn't figured it out yet. I thought he would have by now, but Olyx is still having the time of their life with it, you giggled. Denki chuckled along with you, and you continued to walk down between the stalls. As you walked, you kept your eyes up, looking left and right for anyone else's stall that you recognised, so that you could introduce them to Denki and say hi yourself, after not having been there for a few years. There were still a few people you recognised, but there were also a number of new stalls that you didn't recognise, and you looked to your right as a stall appeared ahead that was covered in royal purple and had someone standing at the front. Even before you had the chance to have a proper look at them, you already felt your skin crawling, and when you did concentrate on them and their stall, you felt the hair on the back of your neck stand on end. The person, a middle-aged woman with only a small amount of grey hair and yellow beady eyes, watched you keenly as you approached, and your eyes left hers to look at the stall. It was a clairvoyant stall, and around the door were strange symbols etched into the wood. You felt a strong calling to stay away from this stall and this woman, but as you got level with her, she called out loudly. Love fortune reading, she called in a commanding yet alluring voice. I feel a strong presence of love. Denki was walking closest to her and jumped slightly when she called out, her voice startling him, but also calling his attention in her direction. Oh, she said with a sly twinkle in her eye. I feel a lot of love radiating from you. Would you like me to read your fortune? I can already tell it will be good, she said. Her beady yellow eyes shifted to you, and you felt her eyes pierce right into your soul. Instinctively you reached for his shirt to hold on to it, as if to stop him from going to her, and he felt you there, but the calling of a good love fortune was very alluring, and he took a step towards her. Let's go? He asked as he looked back at you. My shout. But... you said softly, not wanting to say no and offend this lady, but at the same time not trusting her one bit. Come in, she gestured with a snarling smile as she opened her arm for you and Denki to enter into her royal purple tent. As she opened her arm in wide gesture, you noticed how she had her fingers, and her pinky finger was closed over to her palm. Oh dear. This is not good. Stay tuned for chapter 42 coming tomorrow. I'll see you then.